In this clip, Myron is telling biological facts to a girl. He's telling everyone that women past 30 can still get pregnant, but the chances significantly go down.
You think men are better than women off of me stating biological facts.
Next topic.
But I feel like...
No. We don't need to move the topic. How can you extrapolate that from what I just said?
Next topic.
No. We're not going to no next topic. How did you come to that conclusion?
Next topic.
How did you come to that conclusion?
Next topic.
Whose show do you think you are on?
My show.
Get the fuck off the show, bro. Get the fuck out of here. You're not going to disrespect the platform like that.
Okay.
Ridiculous. The fuck
There
off
you
the
go,
platform.
Frank Castle. All right.
And you knocked the mic over. She's fucking tight.
Yep, she's like, triggered.
Yeah, she's triggered as fuck. I would be too. I'm gonna make sure she don't fuck up my shit. Alright, nigga, grab your stuff.
Hey, chill. How does fuck? I'm petty, he's not.
Just grab.
Now, Myron wasn't condescending in his question. He was simply asking how she came to that conclusion, but she couldn't answer. I've said this before, but I'll say it again. Women are highly emotional beings. They're not as equipped as men when it comes to thinking about things that require logic. This chick is the perfect example of that. She couldn't come up with an answer to Myron's question because she doesn't know how she came to her conclusion. She just felt triggered, and that's where she went. Now, here's really the important bit. How do you safely navigate a conversation when a woman goes ballistic like this? Firstly, why am I even asking this in the first place? Well, a woman that angry and that unstable can pin you on something you didn't do. Your greatest weapon is your phone. Record that shit. Because if there's no video, it's going to be your word against hers. We all know how that ends up. Myron happens to be in a great environment as there are multiple guests and cameras. Remember this, boys. Here's another clip from the show, but this time, it's a 304 in recovery.
I always love the show. I'm always learning things new. I love the opportunity to be able to look back at old episodes that I've been on and just see how my character growth has been.
She belongs to the streets.
Chris. Anyways, a big thank you to Myron, who's really helped change my life. Like, you're being drunk and disrespectful for no reason. I'm actually trying to say something. A big thank you to Myron.
You can clearly hear Myron saying, "Chris, let her finish, please. Grow up."
Well, anyways, I've learned a lot from this show. It's really changed my life in like numerous ways. I just think that I'm living a better life now. A big thank you to Myron for always being there. Whether it's if I have to have legal advice or emotional advice, like he keeps shit real. He really opened my mind to this shit. And a big thank you to that. A big thank you to Fresh too. Just the whole Fresh and Fit podcast has really done a lot for me. Thank you, Icy, for introducing me to the podcast. And I just want to. Huh?
I said just shout out to Icy.
Yeah, shout out to Icy for bringing me here because, well, Icy brought me here, but yeah, shout out to Red too. But thank you for bringing me here. I do want to apologize to my mom because I know I've been a disappointment, and you know I just have to thank Myron that I'm doing better now so that I can make my mom proud. I don't mean to cry. But yeah, like I finally left the club. I'm deleting OnlyFans, and I just want to, I learned a lot from Fresh and Fit, and it's really been better for me. I'm a better woman for it, and I hope that you ladies actually take this information and learn from it because it really will help you. And it's not, misogyny or anything like that. I really hope that you ladies learn from this, and ladies that are watching, I hope that you actually aren't just hearing it. I hope that you're listening because it's life-changing.
Ain't that a treat? A girl who actually listened to the show and changed her lifestyle. I don't know, but she seemed legitimately changed. I hope the girls there were listening.
So I'm gonna show you a picture of this guy, and I want you to rate this body from 1 to 10.
Okay. A 4.
Why?
It's not my type.
But
Yeah.
what would you rate it?
Like a 5.
I'm gonna show you the face of this guy, and let me see if anything changed.
0. He's attractive, but not my type. Do you not know who that is? No. Andrew Tate. Oh.
That just looks like Photoshop. Like, is that actually The Rock? I thought he was bigger than that. I thought Andrew was like the skinny one.
Bruh.
Somebody said it's also possible they were shown a picture of Andrew Tate. That must be a hit to people's ego, though, that those girls looked at a guy that like is objectively fit. They're like, no, not my type. Like, are dad bods really that in? Apparently so. Somebody else said, I bet MGK or Pete Davidson are more their speed. Yeah. No, actually, they don't want dad bods. They want like a wet cigarette men.
Crushing it.
They want like a wet cigarette man. That's the perfect way to put it. The girl doesn't even know Andrew Tate and she already hates him. She probably thinks all bald guys are toxic.
First thing you need to do is you need to get their attention. Excuse me. I just want to say you are absolutely beautiful.
Excuse me. I just want to tell you that you're absolutely beautiful.
The reason I say that is because 99% of the time, unless the girl's as a person, the only thing she can really say is thank you. She has to say something positive.
Thank you.
I just want to come and tell you that. I'm sure you hear it all the time.
I know you get this all the time. And I'm sure you get this all the time.
And I was wondering if I could have your Instagram.
Can I get your Instagram by any chance? We can hang out later on.
And after she gives me her Insta, this is the true test.
Okay.
What's your name? Let's say she says.
What's your name?
Matilda.
Nathan, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
When she tells me her name back, I'll say, it's nice to meet you, Jade. Shake her hand. And I'll wait 2 seconds. If she says, what's your name?
What's your name?
Max.
Max. Where are you from?
If she wants to know my name back, it's done. Game over. 100% in the bag.
Damn! Followed by Tate's advice to a T. And it worked like a charm.
I also have this area where I'm very insecure about that. Maybe it can.
What are you insecure about?
My height.
And how tall are you?
In centimeters or feet?
In feet would be ideal.
In centimeters it's 158. In feet I guess it's 5'3", 5'4", maybe.
Okay, so you're a shorter dude. So one of my best friends growing up was 5'5", and he would wear insoles in his shoes that would give him about 1.5 inches lift just to make him look taller in shoes. But this guy had no trouble slaying. Like, he got lots of girls. He was my roommate, so I know for a fact he got lots of girls. But he got them because he looked like a pocket Hercules. He looked like Giga Chad, but shorter, right?
Remember that. He looked like pocket Hercules. I understand that if you're below 3 feet, you're going to have trouble. And unfortunately, I don't have any advice regarding that. However, if you're not normal, but you're simply on the shorter side, it doesn't really matter. Find a girl who don't mind that you're not as tall. Better yet, make yourself into something so incredible that your height isn't even in the criteria. There's a nice comment to this video that says, women sleep with you on emotion and justify it with logic. It's just like sales. How you make her feel trumps everything else. Again, women operate on emotions. To the short guys out there, you shouldn't worry too much about your height.
Hey! Ah! Yeah.
Think I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Think I'm gonna go also step.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just find it funny that the woman behind the camera is laughing at the situation. Obviously, she doesn't know how fucking serious it could have been. I can tell you with about 80% certainty, none of them thanked the dude for basically putting himself in harm's way. I assume they found it hilarious. Women have zero concept of danger, and then when it's safe, they all talk about how they're going to do things, what they're going to do, etc. I remember talking to a girl who thought shark attacks only happen in movies. It was a serious bruh moment.
This off-season for your team, how do you feel your chances are in the AL East?
I mean, I love our chances. You know, it's been keep it on the field.
This looks amazing. It's like watching a superhero movie. She probably got soaked after that. I have no idea how he did it. Is it like a boxer's reflex against punches? I'm guessing he's so familiar with the sound of an incoming ball, his muscle memory just kicked in.
The fifth wave of feminism is here, and it's going to change the world as we know it. My prediction? This is going to be a counter movement to the fourth wave, where women start embracing their femininity instead of tearing down masculinity. Cool, women have joined men in the workforce, but now they've realized that they've lost sight of the things that actually make them strong women, like their warmth, their love, and their ability to nurture the people in their lives. They're realizing that they're now in debt to sexual liberation and hookup culture. It ruined them, and now they're realizing that competing with men resulted in no fulfillment whatsoever. They just serve their male boss instead of the man in their home. All for what? 12 weeks of paid maternity leave? Yeah, you could keep that. Feminism destroyed the traditional family and the natural dynamics between men and women. And now women are waking up. We're going.
Just like how she predicted it, I strongly believe this is going to be the new cool in the coming years. I think she absolutely nails it. These things are temporary, but thanks to the internet, many women are becoming more aware of the reality of feminism.
Mission is like he's your boss. So your boss can take your opinion into account, but at the end of the day, he has the final say. And men don't feel like they're respected if you don't give them the final say. Like, they don't want a woman that they have to argue with all the time.
A submissive woman is not necessarily a weak woman. All that is the feminism garbage twisting the definition of words. The relationship of men and women should be collaborative, but like anything else, there should be a leader. Men naturally fall into that role. It's because traditionally, men need to protect women because they're far stronger physically. A man cannot protect a woman without her giving him the authority. It just can't happen. The social dynamics of the modern day are really messed up.
You're gonna ask me the same questions they did?
Of course not. I'm gonna keep it different with you.
The tone.
Hello.
Keep it different with you. Toxic vibes, low-key.
Toxic vibes, low key.
Girl, you need low-key.
What? So you're saying you want to be the special girl already after I've only just met you?
Not to you, to someone else maybe.
What if I do want you to be the special girl?
You're just looking at the wrong place.
I feel like I'm looking at the right person.
No.
I'm loving the eye contact you're giving me right now. And her eyes are absolutely amazing. Are you single?
I am.
What's the craziest excuse you used to leave a guy?
Just from that interaction alone tells me she is interested. That, my dear gentleman, is a definition of an unspoken riz. However, I'm not saying you should go around and start interviewing girls. I think there's some method to that madness. I've been seeing a lot of these types of videos where men just randomly go up to strangers. I think the girls are particularly interested in guys who they think must have a lot of social media following. Talking to a girl with a microphone is probably akin to pulling up in a nice car.
He, they, them, she, whatever he currently calls himself,
they,
she does, they,
yes.
Whatever they... You see, I can't call one person they.
Yeah.
I have a problem with that. There's only one of them.
Because you can't get your head around it.
They can't either because they keep changing
incorrect.
their minds what they are.
No, it's not their problem. It's your problem.
Well, if I said my pronoun was hottest man alive, if that was my genuine pronoun, would you feel obliged to call me that every day? Hey, hottest man alive? No, you wouldn't, would you? No. So, in other words, it all depends who decides what they want to be called. Why do we have to call Sam Smith they?
Because we're respecting their
why don't you respect
choice.
Me? That's my choice.
When do I have to
it's my choice.
When do I have to call you?
I want to be called hottest man alive.
Hottest man alive.
Yes,
all the time.
That is my choice, and I demand you respect it.
He's obviously confused. I'm not sure he would agree with you as defining him as confused.
He wouldn't, obviously.
What do you mean he?
Them,
Yeah,
they,
Hey, Paula,
she.
hang on. You just misgendered Sam Smith.
It's all bullshit. The Western society has certainly reached the pinnacle of success when it comes to how functional one society can get. So they're now just making shit up, trying to steer drama. I think this is all a distraction meant to muddy the waters so the real agendas of the powers can be moved discreetly.
Men, you listen, men are supposed to wait. Men are supposed to, traditionally, you're not supposed to worship the ground we walk on.
Okay, wait, hold on.
This is can I finish?
Should we be traditional? Should we be traditional then? Iman, drop the traditional, please.
This is a problem with society. This is the problem with society. Traditionally, you are meant to worship the ground we walk on. You understand? We're meant to be here, you're meant to be there. That's why it's different. That's why it's different. If God has blessed you with your queen, you better just grab her. Guys, I mean, look at this magnificence. You know, perfection. I'm a queen, darling, do you understand? I'm a woman, superior gender. Do you understand?
These are the types of women I hope you never have to deal with.
Catcalling is not complimenting.
It's not a compliment.
What does the behavior of approaching a woman respectfully look like?
It looks like a man coming up to you and just giving you literally a normal compliment. Like your outfit.
And also probably talking to you about yourself other than talking to you about your looks and what you look like.
Instead of being like, damn girl, that ass is fat, how about be like, wow, like you're a beautiful woman.
Makeup looks nice.
Yeah, something like that other than complimenting your physical.
Don't ever listen to them give advice for dating. It's literally like asking a fish how to catch a fish, dude. It's against its natural interest of not being caught.
He's right. When you want to catch a fish, don't ask the fish. You ask the fisherman. Also, these 304s will never admit that the guys they slept with never told them their makeup looks nice. That's borderline zesty Riz already. It doesn't make any sense.
Pull up a guy and say you want like.
Oh, I got a good one.
Can we hang out whenever you get back?
Now you want to hang out?
No, I do, yeah.
No, absolutely not.
I'm gonna go with someone else.
Go.
That's a guy who realized his worth. He sounded like he would have said yes to that years ago. Don't let yourself be walking doormats, gentlemen. If a girl wants to stay friends with you, even though you don't want it, just don't allow it. Say, oh no, thank you. I didn't want to be friends with you then, so there's no point in being friends with you now. Or, sorry, I've got many friends already. I didn't want to be friends with you. Something along those lines should be enough.
Birthday party.
It was cool.
Did you have a lot of fun?
Yeah.
Travis Scott was there?
Yeah. It was cool. Yeah. Why are you looking at him like that?
He's like tall now and like his voice is deep and stuff.
You've never met me.
Dora the Explorer! I'm your biggest. What you looking at? Like I'm on. Bro, it's past your bedtime. I will fight you, bro. Yo, don't you got school tomorrow? No. You wanna know why? Why? Because it's fall break. You have a whole woman in your room right now, and you're watching anime. It's like, shut up.
Michael B. Jordan watches anime. Henry Cavill plays video games in Warhammer. And Joe Manganiello loves D&D. I bet the women they give their attention to don't bag on them for their hobbies.
To be fair, these guys were nerds to begin with. It just so happened that they became top men. So now, nobody complains about their hobbies. That's the lesson I want you to take away from this. If you're a top percentage man, and you look the part too, nobody's going to complain about you doing too much of your hobbies.
Ladies, you're not gonna like this one, but if you've ever dated a man and you bought him a piece of jewelry, and after you guys break up, you see him wearing the piece of jewelry and you're like, oh my god, he still cares about me. He's wearing that jewelry, honestly, because men never buy jewelry for themselves, alright? I'm sorry to tell you, it has nothing to do with you.
There's some truth to that. Men don't hold things in a sentimental way as women do.
I've been seeing this thing called simping, and I decided to look into it. What is simping? The act of going above and beyond or obsessing over someone who may or may not be interested, or pandering a woman to get sexual attention from her. That's how it was defined, okay? That's not me. That's what I read. Guys, listen up. Let's get into it. Simping will never make a woman see you as a valuable candidate. Because you seem like you're going out of your way to get her attention, she will then start to see you as a lower valuable candidate. High value males ain't chasing women. They chasing purpose. They indicate interest. They're not chasing women. Overly pursuing of women. Bribing women. Get that woman to pay attention to them. Either she does or she doesn't. And that actually makes you more attractive to women. Men.
Facts. Just like what Andrew Tate said. If you're giving away your attention to random girls on Instagram, your attention isn't going to be very valuable. It's the scarcity of resources that make it valuable. Anyway, that's all we have for you today, boys. I hope you learned something. Thanks for watching.